August 2022 running totals and monthly update. As usual, the description of the setup we have at home is here, and you can pause this to zoom into any detail. In August 2022 we had a home usage of 1013 kilowatt hours, just over a megawatt. And we had a low daily usage of 21 kilowatt hours and a high of 49 kilowatt hours, which gave us an average of 32.7 kilowatt hours used throughout August. We generated 1.212 megawatt hours, or 1212 kilowatt hours, which was an average of 39.1 kilowatt hours thanks to the great start of the month. We got 246.8 kilowatt hours out of the Tesla Powerwall, and we had a net grid use of 163.7 kilowatt hours, and in total we pulled 73 kilowatt hours from the grid. We were self-powered for 96% of the month, 72% directly from the solar, 24% from the Powerwall via solar, and 4% from the grid. During our peak time of 0530 to 2330, we used 935.1 kilowatt hours. And off peak between 11:30 at night and 5:30 in the morning, we used 80.4 kilowatt hours. And remember, we're on the Octopus Intelligent Tariff, which is 23.5 pence a day daily charge, 7.5 pence off peak, and 32.5 pence peak. And our setup at home saved us £307 throughout August. We did manage to use less in the home, so we had 119% offset for solar energy, so we produced more solar than what we used. From the My Energy Eddi, we put 231 kilowatt hours into the hot water, and we put 161 kilowatt hours into the cars through excess solar. The inverter data, the original inverter produced 521.9 kilowatt hours. The second 3 kilowatt inverter produced 511.2 kilowatt hours, and they're the lower panels on the roof. And the lower array, which is between the upstairs and downstairs windows, produced 179.3 kilowatt hours. So we had a total generation of 1212.4 kilowatt hours. We did 814 miles in the Egolf and the MG, adding 185.2 kilowatt hours to the cars. 161 kilowatt hours of them came directly from the sun, and the rest of them came from off peak. And in August we were 25 days grid free, so that's a total of 126 days altogether. We also received our third FIT payment of the year, so we've now got a total of £1,968.81 from the FIT payments. Our average cost per kilowatt hour from what we drew from the grid in August was 21 pence. When you include what generation we had in with that brought the average cost per kilowatt hour to 1.2 pence per kilowatt hour, and that now gives us an average of 3.4 pence per kilowatt hour throughout 2022. Moving on to where all the power went in August, we had a grid export of 23% of our total usage. That was 237.6 kilowatt hours. Car charging, we had 24.2 kilowatt hours from the grid and 161 from solar, totaling 18%, and we had an actual cost of £1.81. No heating again, and no dehumidifier running in August. Cooking was 5% at 56.7 kilowatt hours, or 68 pence. Clothes washing and drying was 74.8 kilowatt hours at 8% at 90 pence. The fridge freezer used 4%. The hot water was 24% of our usage at 242 kilowatt hours, and our general home usage was 17% or 174.7 kilowatt hours at a cost of £2.09, and we exported 23%. We normally try and use as much of our generation as possible, but we started off the month with a really good start of the month, and the end of the month was quite a lot less solar, so we had nowhere to put it in the beginning of the month, and we were scrabbling around at the grid for the end of the month. And finally, to summarise up until the end of August 2022, we've now been grid free for 126 days, so that's over a third of the year completely grid free. We've done 5,922 miles at a cost of £46.08. We've imported 5.3 megawatt hours or 5,383 kilowatt hours. We've had a solar generation of 7,157 kilowatt hours. So that gives a total amount of electricity of 12,510 kilowatt hours or 12.5 megawatt hours, and at a cost of £515.53. We did have gas for cooking earlier on in the year, and that was at a cost of £21.96. So we've had a total utility bill of £537.59 so far in 2022. We've had three fit payments totaling £1,968.81. So our balance for 2022 is now minus £1,431.22, including any VAT and daily charge. So in credit by over nearly £1,500 running into winter. As usual, thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe. And if you've got any questions or comments, please add it to the section below, and I'll leave you with the daily Tesla data throughout August.